Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining the NS Gen 6 and EVOS webinar today. Today, we are going to share about the new coming Generation 6, which is NS 6.0, right? And about the EVOS, okay? So in the beginning, I would like to thank you for supporting us so much in the market, right? So that NS Winners is actually very I would not say popular, but well known, right, in the market. And we hope it will be uh, continuously going. Okay, so I believe you can see my screen right now, right? The NS logo, the first slide of my presentation. Okay, if you cannot, please let me know. And in the GoToWebinar panel, there is somewhere for you to type the questions, right? So if you have any questions, feel free to type it, right? So that I can reply. I try to reply you immediately on the same slide that you will not like forget what you ask. Okay. So let me start. All right. So thank you for joining. In the beginning, I would like to just talk to you about the NS Winners, right? The cutting edge video measurement system software of the future. And of course, I would like to introduce the Generation 6, what's new in the Generation 6, and what's the difference between the Generation 6 and the 4, right? So I would like to share the information with everyone, right? Even you are not so familiar with the NS Winners, I would like to put some highlight features for you to understand more about the NS Winners. All right. So in the very beginning, we always say NS Winners is built for users, right? So let's say any people who are not familiar with the surveillance system, who are not familiar with the VMS, you can easily like get to know how to use it. Right, very easy to use. Like our CTO, Sergey Bistrov, he always said that he want to create a software that even his grandma can use it. All right. So I will just highlight some functions, features. All right. Now, so easy to use, easy to use, right? So let's say this is our interface. This is our interface. You just click what you want to show the camera, right? Just click on it or just like move it to the layout, right? And then you can see the cameras on the layout. You can do some control, right? Even the rotate the cameras, do the fisheye swapping, make the fisheye become 90 degree, 180, 360 degree. And you can redesign the camera to make it the best angle for yourself, right? And just as we can make the different location for the cameras, and also for the NS client, it's not just not just for surveillance, right? Also, we embedded the browser inside it, right? So if you have some subsystem, actually you can put it on as well, right? And also we can play the video, play the picture. So this is let's say an interface for you to use not only for surveillance, right? Also the browser show you some website, right? Or the video or the picture, right? So it's an all-in-one interface, right? You can use it for multiple purpose, right? So even I use it for my presentation. So see, I just snapshot my slides, right? And put it onto the NS client, right? So basically I just double click, right? My slide, and I can do the next, right? So it's very good to use as a NS client, as a media player, right? And about the architecture of the software, right? We do Hive architecture, which is different from the normal traditional VMS. They are always using a centralized server to manage all the, let's say, recording servers, right? But as you can see, the bottleneck will be here, the measurement server, right? So we remove this one. We remove this row, right? Put the measurement service row onto each NX server, right? So let's say each NX server is the measurement server, right? So in this case, you can see if you have multiple servers, right? You just install NS Windows, no matter what is the OS, right? So let's say even that is a Windows server, Windows desktop, Ubuntu, on even. Once you install NSWinner, it becomes NX server, right? So you can merge them all to manage them at once. Okay. So in this kind of architecture, we have the smart failover. Let's say in your side, if you have multiple servers, the servers take care of each other. Take care of each other. Let's say if you have one of the server crash at midnight, or let's say on the weekend, right? You cannot send people to fix it immediately, right? So the camera will automatically switch to another server to record it, right? So that means you don't need to really send people to fix it like very soon. You can gradually schedule it, right, to fix your system. Let's say we don't want a single server fail to make the whole system fail, right? So this is our smart failover. So we do like N+1, right? In this case, 6 servers. Traditional way, you need to prepare another server, right, with the same spec of all the servers, right? And when one server crash, the server take over, right? We don't do that. We don't do that. All the existing server take care of each other, right? Server 1 crash, the camera goes to probably server 2. Server 2 crash, the cameras from server 1 and server 2 goes to server 3. Something like that, right? So we call it smart failover. Let's say in your structure, in your system, if you have enough servers, right, your recording job will be always ongoing. All right. And let me introduce one of our top, let's say, top function, top feature, the smart search. All right. So this is our office, Taipei office, right? When let's say I want to know who goes to toilet, right? I don't need to fast forwarding. I just drop some area there, and then you will see like, okay, my colleague goes to toilet, go out. Another colleague goes to toilet, and then soon come out, right? And I go to toilet, and very soon I come out. Okay, it doesn't mean I pee so fast. Okay, it's like we just skip the no motion part, the no motion playback. We just show you the motion part, right? So you can save your time, right? Like a whole day, you can play back the whole day video in just some minutes or something, right? It's very good to use. And you don't need to set up anything in the beginning, right? It's just like you want to search the toilet, you jump the toilet. I want to search who opened the door, who came to the room, right? I put the red area on the door, and you can see some people come in, some people go out, something, right? Okay, and the more features, I don't want to spend much time on the features, right? So just like some like a fisheye, zoom window, those are people who command that is very useful functions of NSWinner. Let me just show you a quickly introduction demonstration here. Okay, so for the fisheye, no matter what kind of a fisheye camera you use, we don't need to integrate it or any fisheye view. We can do the fisheye developing like this: 90 degree, 180, 360. All right, no matter what kind of a fisheye. Okay, and also we have a zoom window. For example, the fisheye camera or any camera, you can do the zoom window to make some specific view. Like, okay, I want to make this one. I want to make a door one, and I want to make a window one. Another one for meeting room, something like that. So make one video become multiple video, something like that. All right. And to control something is important, right? It's not just the surveillance system. For you to live view, playback or something, right? We can do some control. For example, this one, I can remotely turn on the light, move the let's say what's that editor, right? And open the barrier, or something. So this is kind of it's good for some no-man business, right? We have some partner, they do the no-man parking lot, right? So it's just like that, right? You can remote control when someone cannot park, not get into a parking lot, right? They don't need to send the people there, right? And push emergency button, urgent button, right? And in the control room, in the service room, the camera will pop up, right? And then the service person can do two-way talk to the customers, right? And probably they forget RFID card or something, right? And then the service can say, okay, no problem. Let me check your card number and check my book. Okay, yeah, thank you for waiting. And I will remote open the gate for you, open the area for you, something like that, right? This is very important and very helpful, actually. And this is our Taipei office, the door of the Taipei office. We usually sometimes when I'm outside meeting customers, right, and we have a delivery guy coming, right, and he will push the button of the intercom. I will get to talk to him on my NS mobile, right, and then I can remotely open the door for him, and I will say, okay, can you please just put the package in front of our door inside our lobby, right, and you can leave, something like that. All right. So it's very good to use. Very good to use. All right. So let me jump to another one. And this is our NS Mobile. NS Mobile, right? So I would say all the functions, all the features that I introduced, 90% you can use it on the mobile app, right? See the live review, use your finger to play back like the timeline, right? So like the timeline. And you can do like a smart search as well. This is in our lobby room of our in front of our door, right? I don't want to fast forwarding. I just need to select the box, right? And you can see people come in, people go out, and then later people go out, right? People come in, people go out. Just save your time, right? For a real smart search. All right. And then some function like yeah, soft trigger. Turn on the light, open the barrier or something. And feature ID wrapping, use two of your fingers, right, to zoom in, and you can make the feature ID wrapping. Okay, and you can do two-way talk, holding the button of the audio. You can talk to the guy in front of the camera. All right. So let's say 90% of the functions you can use it in the mobile, right? And about a connection, we have NS Connect, NS Cloud Connect. So let's say when you try to connect back to your NX server, what should you do? In the traditional way, you need to have a fixed public IP address, right? And then you need to do some port forwarding, formatting or something, right? And then you can connect back to your server, right? In NS Windows, basically you don't need to do that. You can rely on NS Cloud, NS Cloud. For example, in my house, I have a laptop. I don't use it anymore. I install NS Windows, right? And reaches to NS Cloud. And I just put it in. I of course connect with my camera, my webcam, right? And I just put it in. Right now I'm outside. I can connect back to my house by just simply one click to connect back to my house. Even I don't have a public fixed IP address in my house. I don't do any network setting, no port forwarding or something, right? I just register NS Cloud and I can do like a P2P, right? Log into my house easily by one click. And this is also good for you to manage multiple sites. For example, let's say 7-Eleven, right? They have 100 stores, maybe, right? And okay, they want to put NS Windows into the 7-Eleven to manage all, right? And talk about to manage all the branches, how should they do? First of all, they need to check their networking is good or not, right? And do they have a fixed public IP address or not? Well, they need to ask IT guy to do the port forwarding, blah, 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 blah. So complicated, right? By using NS Windows, they just install NS Windows in the branch, right? Reaches to the cloud. We can merge all their branches together, just like what we do here. Oh, much here, just like here, right? Multiple site, when you install NS Windows and the reaches to the cloud, we can merge like that, right? So it's easy for them to manage all the sites. So in the center, they just log in. They see all the sites showing on the left panel. So they just feel free to connect the camera to see the view, playback, everything, get a notification, get an alert or something. All right. Okay, we have questions here. Is a great concept that server take care of each other. How to make sure that one take care of no performance. All right. Let's say in AWS by default, per server can record up to 128 cameras, right? So of course, when we say the failover, right, each server can take care of 128 cameras. So let's say here, in this case, let's say if I have each server 50 camera, right? When the first server crash, the camera will go to another server, so the server 2 will have 100, right? So if the server 2 crash, the 100 cannot just go to server 3, right? Because each server can handle 128 cameras. So the server 2 will give 78 camera to server 3. So the server 3 will have a 128, right? And the rest of 22 camera remain on the server 2 will go to probably server 4 or server 5, something like that. So let's say each server we have a maximum number of cameras, right? So if reach that number, right, we will send the camera to another server, not just force them to put it into the server to get overloaded. All right. And to the next, and NS is the, let's say, the most lightweight VMS in the world, right? I believe nobody can do that. We can even put the NS winners into the camera, right? Into the small, let's say, a video box, into the arm box, into the body worn camera. All right. We even have a customer that make the let's say card, something like that. The purple one. Each card is an device, right? And each device can record up to 128 camera. So they make the chassis like that, right? Each chassis can put 32 card, right? That means let's say 100 camera in one car, 32 cars in one server. So this 2U server can handle 3,200 cameras, right? And because this is the so it's very low power consumption, right? So this 2U server costs only 600 watts. Okay, so it's very green, huh? Very green. No people can do that. No one can do that, right? So incredibly lightweight VMS in the world. All right. So what's new in the Gen 6? What's new in the Gen 6? So first of all, let's say we separate into the two versions in the Gen 6, right? The first version is enterprise. The second version is a professional. The enterprise is focused on subscription service, right? And the professional, the one you know the most, is a perpetual license, right? So the most difference is right now what I'm using is the Gen 6 Enterprise already. So you can see here, I don't have the license page anymore, which means there's no place for me to key in the license, right? Instead, we have a service here. So let's say my distributor can always assign me the license key if I apply to have, right? So it becomes a side service, but not give you the license to put it in, right? Then I will introduce how easy it is to assign the license, all right? Okay, so we separate into two versions, right? You know, it's trendy. Everybody talks about a subscription model, so that we have. Okay. Okay, for the Gen 6 new version, we have some new functions. First of all, we redesign our UI for user management, right? If you are familiar with NSWindows before, we can give the permission first. That means I can give the users to have live view, playback, and export video, something like that, right? And then we give the resources Let's say we give, okay, how many cameras you can do the job, do your job, right? But let's say I give the permission for exporting video, right? Live view, playback, and export video, and I give 100 camera, let's say. So the 100 camera, I can do the three, let's say, functions again, right? Right now, for the new user measurement, we can totally separate it. Let's say for 50 camera, I want to do live view only, right? The other 50 camera, I can do live view, playback, and export video, something like that. Right, so we make a better user measurement for the new version, all right? And then we enhance the LDAP integration. I don't want to explain how LDAP works, all right? So for a big company, you have a lot of people. Usually, maybe you will have a LDAP account database, right? Let's say all the new system come in to your corporation. They need to apply your old accounts from your LDAP server. Let's say it's just an account database, right? And we can do that as well, right? So LS Winners now can get the accounts from your LDAP server, right? And not just that, we can get the group from your LDAP server. Let's say in your LDAP server, you have a management team, sales team, HR team, or something. We can just get the whole team member to NS Winners, right? And give permission. And then you can use it immediately. Okay, you don't need to regrouping it, right? You don't need to regroup it. Okay, the last of user measurement is temporary user access. This is good to use. Actually, let me show you the live demo here. I click user manage, click add user, right? Here, you can create a user, let's say Teddy, Teddy, gmail.com. And we give it a temporary with a link, right? And then you can give the time limit, day limited, right? Let's say, okay, Teddy can log in until September 6th, right? Or you can put the how to say, put the periods, right? Let's say for Teddy, after his first login, he can use it for totally 10 days, right? After 10 days of his first login, this account doesn't work anymore, all right? And then you give them permissions, of course, right? And then when you add a user, by the way, in Gen 6, every let's say serious change, we will need your administrator account password again. All right. Okay, my networking is not so good. Here, let me type my password again. And then I create Teddy, right? We don't give you the account and password. If you notice that, we don't ask you to type the password, right? Instead, we just give you a link. We just give you a link. So right now, I create an account, Teddy, right? We don't need to ask Teddy to give me the password or something, right? We don't need to create a password for him, right? We just create a link, then you just share the link with Teddy, right? The link looks like this. Okay, so if you see that, there's no IP address on it, no IP address on it, because we go through our cloud, right? Just as I said, our cloud connection, right? So Teddy just use this one to put it onto their browser, and then Teddy can log in, and Teddy can choose to use the browser to log in, or to use an NS client to log in once he put it into the browser. Okay, so it's very useful, very useful. This is a time limited user, right? And this is let's say cloud connect user, right? He just click it and then can log in like without any trying IP address or something. All right. Okay, so let me go back to the slide again. Okay, three functions of user management. And then next one, about NS Cloud. We have two new functions about NS Cloud. The first one is a bookmark in the NS Cloud, right? Bookmark is a very good function in NX, right? When you have something that worth to notice, you can put a bookmark, right? For example, I have some bookmark in my system, right? I have two bookmarks. It's an ND. The first one is ND on phone call, right? Another one is ND on the webinar, right? If you have a menu, you can search by keyword, like I want to check ND, right? Or I want to check the phone call, all right? And then you just double click on it, and we show you the video of that bookmark, right? This is very useful, right? And right now, you don't need to use the NS client, right? You can go back to the browser. Let me share with you the browser here. And you log into your NS Cloud. Okay. I log into NS Cloud and I can see a new bookmark on the NS Cloud. So this is a way for you to use a browser to check the bookmark. You don't need to go to the NX client or something. Or some people, they don't want to install the NX client, right? They can use the browser to check the bookmark, right? Okay, login, and I can get into my site. My site is this. I'm trying to test the NS Enterprise, right? So there are some small input here. Okay, so here we have a bookmark, right? So when you click on the bookmark, you can see the two bookmarks that I create on the browser, right? So you can see the information here. When you click it, you can see the playback and also the let's say export a video or something, right? And this is beta still, right? So there's something unexpectedly happen. All right. Okay. So let me go back to the next client. And another one is email via NS Cloud. So we noticed that a lot of customers, when they install the NS Winners, they don't set up an email SMTP server, right? So what is an SMTP server? That is a server for you to send out an email, right? So if you don't set up, you don't config SMTP server in NS server, you cannot send out email as a notification, right? As you can see, the right side notification panel, always we have a lot of customers. We always see that email server is not set. This is a normal practice. No people say that, right? No people configure that until they need that, they need to use that, right? Okay, so when they need that, they may come here for email, right? And they try to set up their SMTP email. Most of people, they use Gmail, right? And you know what? Gmail right now, they have a lot of restrictions to set up, to use their SMTP server. You may do like, okay, I want to use my Gmail account, right? And then when you click check, always wrong, right? It's not easy to set up an SMTP server. So instead of it, we provide our cloud to help you to send out an email, So we will send out an email by our email address, right? And you just simply put who is the sender, who is the name to send out this email, right? So after you do that, you can feel free to do the let me check this one. To do the email rule, to do the camera rule, right? For example, camera disconnected, I want to send out an email, right? And then send out to which account, up to you to set up, right? So this is a way for you to easier to use the NS Cloud as your email sender. Okay, so it may make the email notification more more easy to use. All right. All right, so this is what's new in the cloud part, and there are two more functions that new in Gen 6. The first one is the new looking calendar. New looking calendar. Let me see. How can I see that? No recording here. How about this one? All right. So if you remember our old calendar, right? It's just like a year and the date, right? So you just click the date and you can play back the video. But here we put more options for you, right? The AM, the PM, right? You click each hour, we just show you the video of the hour timeline, right? And always also we put some profile, right? Like the latest 25 hours, 24 hours, the latest 1 hour, the latest like today, right? Or the latest 7 days, something like that. But me personally, I feel the most important thing is here because now we have a more and more customer. They have footage for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, right? So here you can easily choose like last year, last year, last year, last year. Before, for our old calendar, you can just last month, last month, last month. And right now you can jump by the years, right? So it's easier for you to play back the old time footage. All right. And the last one is the camera hotspots. Camera hotspots. Let me show you. I think I can do it here. Okay, so this is a function to link all your camera to each other. Okay, so for example, let me turn off my webcam here from the webinar so that I can use my webcam in the NS Winners. Let me turn off it. All right, so here, this one. Okay, so this is my camera. So for example, in my system, I check on my camera, right, and I see someone walk, walk by this way to my office, right? And it's so urgent that I want to, okay, where is this guy going, right? I check on my panel list and I cannot see, okay, where is the next camera, right? In like urgently, I want to see where is this guy going. I cannot see it, right? Right now, we can do the camera link, which is the hotspot. I click the hotspot. I can create an icon. I can create an icon, and this way, right? And I can even put a pointer, right? I want orange color, let's say, right? And this related to this camera, for example. And when you click OK, and you can see, okay, there's camera. So if there is someone going by this way, and immediately I want to see where is this guy going, I can just click this one, right? So that camera just pop up, right? So I can just see, okay, then the guy go to my office, my office, and then maybe go out, and then I can link the door to another camera, which is the door camera, right? Just do by the same way, enable the hotspot, add the icon, put it on the door, right? Maybe give a pointer and purple color, something like that, and link with the door camera, right? So feel free to link all your camera to each other, right? So it's kind of a virtual map, right? You don't really have a map, but you can link the camera by cameras, right? It's very good for you to use in the real case. All right. So let me go back to my slide. A bit laggy. I think I put too many pictures here, right? So the next section is what's special in NS Enterprise, right? So let me just close it. I don't need the NS Winners anymore. Okay, so for the NS Enterprise, I would say this is the VMS as well, right? So why I need to use the Enterprise, the subscription one? Let me turn my video back, my webcam back. Is it used? Okay, why is it used? Let me check. Okay, still here. Turn it off. And turn my webcam again. All right, I'm back. All right, so people may confuse why I need the enterprise, right? Which is a subscription model VMS, right? So conclusionally, we have some functions that only enterprise has, right? First of all, we can manage unlimited size, unlimited, let's say, servers, right? If you are familiar with NS Windows before, right? We can merge, let's say 50 to 100 servers to each other, right? And then you can manage 100 sites, for example, together, right? But more than that, for example, I just talked to 7-Eleven, right? The 7-Eleven, they have some thousands of stores, right? So NS Winners definitely, absolutely cannot manage all of them, right? So that's why we need an enterprise, right? By some technology, we can we can manage all your sites to each other. And one single account, you can manage all of them, get the alert from all of them, something like that. Get the live view playback from all of them, right? So the unlimited site measurement, all right? Just like that. You will be, the user is the organization, right? So no matter how many sites do they have, right? He can manage all. He can manage all. 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, we don't care. We can manage all. All right. And for the license measurement, right? Let's say if you do our enterprise partnership, right? Let's say we still have a distributor, or we don't say inside the distributor and sub distributor, right? We call it channel partner. The distributor, we call it channel partner, right? And they can have a sub channel partner. So in my example, you can see that I have a channel partner as a Speedo Telecom, right? But for the telecom, they are not familiar with surveillance, right? So probably they have sub distributor, which is a retail 365, who is familiar with retail business, or NT technologies, right? They are familiar with, let's say, the uh, security job, something like that, right? So the telecom will do the distributor with the NS and distribute the channels to retail 365 and the NT technology, right? And they can manage, they can service their own customers, which we call it organizations. Okay, of course, if there is a big security company, let's say Seacom, right, something like that, a big company, they can do directly with us and do directly with the end users, right? If they are familiar with the VMS, right, the security, right? So this is how it works. This is how it works, right? Multiple layer of measurement of your surveillance business. All right. And how to do that? We have a NS Connect for you to manage the channel of license key. Okay, so let's say when you log into the NS Connect, you can create your customer's profile, right? Create your customer, give the price of the customer, right? Like because we do the subscription model, right? So per month, let's say $80 or something, right? For this customer, small NT food, right? And you can link, you can, let's say, manage the channel with your system, let's say Salesforce, HubSpot, or something, right? And you can have a dashboard in NS Cloud, NS Connect, right? You can see, okay, for this customer, small NT food, they have 3 sites right now, totally 24. We call it service, actually it's channels, right? 24 channels in total, and per month they need to pay me $192, something like that. So it's very clear total dashboard for you to manage your channels, right? So this is how we work for the NS Connect, all right? And this is how I just show you in the client side, in the server side, you have the service right now. You don't have the channel, license channel, right? And how to add the channel, just do that. You click on this side, Small NT Food Taipei branch, right? And feel free to come here to click plus, right? And click confirm. And in the server side, in a few seconds, the server side will get the license key. Let's say we'll get a service, right? Totally 16, so I can record totally 16 channel of the cameras. All right. So to assign the license, or let's say to assign the service becomes super easy. All right. All right, and the one of the function that only enterprise has, but the perpetual license don't have is this one, NS Maps. NS Maps, right? So let's think about that. You have a, let's say you have a 7-Eleven to manage. Is a thousands of let's say stores, right? You will not like to use the source tree, resource tree to see the server, and the camera inside the server, something, because you have some thousands of servers, right? So instead of it, to use the map to manage your system is the best choice. Is the best choice, right? So let's say in the map, you can put the camera icon, right? Or put the branch icon, right? So from the server one or the center one, on the map, you can put a branch. Click into a branch, you see inside the branch, you have some cameras, right? When you click the camera, you see a live view. Just pop up in the NS client. So you can do the live view, put it back everything in the NS client. All right, and not just the camera icon. We can also have the trigger icon and the alert icon. For example, the alert icon related with your door, right? So when the weekend, the door shouldn't be opened, but it opened, right? On the map, you will see your door alert is running like in red or something, shining there, right? And then you can know, okay, something happened there. You can click the camera to see what happened there, right? And also you can put a trigger icon on the map as well. Like I want to open the door, just as what I do, just as what I just did, right? You can put an icon on the map. When you click it, the door open, right? Something like that. So it's let's say it's an easier way for you to manage multiple sites, right? Instead of just see the resource tree, servers, cameras, or something, right? And also, if your system is covered the whole country or something, right? You just zoom out the map, right? And you can see we will summarize the number of the cameras for you. Let's say you will see, okay, in Taipei, there are 4 stores or something, right? So you zoom in, you see the store icon. Click into the store icon, you get into the store, something like that, right? So this map only exists in the NS enterprise, okay? So only for the subscription model. And there are more and more people, they want to record the footage onto the cloud storage, right? So for the cloud storage, the good thing is this is something that you can easily change, right? We have some customer, they record, let's say, I can say they're not. In Taiwan, we have a government project. It's about kindergarten or hospital or somewhere that have a baby there. And unfortunately, some babysitter, they hit the babies, right? They torture the babies, right? So the government want to do something to take a real care of the babies, right? So they ask them to have a surveillance system, right? It's easy. All of them, they have a VR, they have a VMS, they have cameras anyway, right? So they say, yeah, we have a surveillance system. But when something happens, they say a babysitter torture a baby, right? They will delete the video, the data by themselves, right? So when government comes to check, they cannot do. Or the babysitter just destroy the NVR or something, right? Anyway, you cannot play back. You cannot say, okay, it's you to torture the baby, right? So right now the government asked them, hey, you have to record your camera up to the cloud, right? You still record on local, but you have to back up to the cloud, right? And it is a heavy cost. It's a heavy cost for the babysitter, kindergarten, or even for the government, right? So in NS Winners, we do a really good job about cloud storage. We don't put all the data up to the cloud. We don't do that, but we separately, let's say, I record 24 hours in the local. Only when I get a motion, right, I upload to the cloud, right? This one can save your cost, the cloud cost, right? Let's say in the kindergarten, right? Everybody in the classroom to study, right? The kitchen, the playground, the front door, there's no motion, right? So no backup. Only in the classroom we pick up. right? Or at the night time, the weekend, there's no people inside the kindergarten, right? No pickup at all, right? This way can like save your budget, save your cost for the let's say the cloud recording purpose, right? And in enterprise version, we support the F3 protocol, right? And first of all, we support the Wasapi cloud storage first, right? And then we will support all the F3 protocol. All right. So for me, right now, I have like a 5 projects discussions to make the storage up to the cloud, right? They don't trust, no, they don't want the local storage anymore, all right? And only enterprise can do that, okay? And the AI manager, right? This is a tool for you to easily deploy your AI into anywhere that NS Windows server running data. I will introduce you to this one later for more detail. All right. So AI manager only enterprise has in the future. Right now, we don't announce the AI manager yet, right? And next year we will officially release this one, and then you can use this one if you are using the NS Enterprise. This is another, let's say, another license key, right? You will need to subscribe the AI Manager license key to have the AI Manager. Okay, I will introduce this one later. So let's talk about the NS Evos. Okay, so the NS Evos is a platform for users, for developers, for programmers to develop their own system. All right, so you can simply say NS Winners is one of the product that developed from Evos. All right, so first of all, I would like to talk to you about modern surveillance. Modern surveillance. According to our experience, we have a lot of nice reference side of surveillance security, right? Like this one, definitely is one of them, right? Before NS, actually they use another software. They use another surveillance software for the normal security purpose, right? But they choose NS Winners to do the, let's say, testing laboratory factory for building the rocket, right? And then also they put the system, they put the NS system into the rocket and shoot it out to the space, right? So you may wonder why they do NS Winners with this one, right? Because NS Winners is just as I introduced, is very lightweight, right? Let's say in the rocket, you cannot put a server, heavy server inside the rocket, right? Instead of it, they use NS into a small box, a video box, so that you can run AI together with NS Winners. And also, NS is a very open platform, right? They can integrate their AI simply, very easily together with NX, right? So, and you have a multiple servers, they have a failover, right? So in the rocket, they put the NX servers there, right? Shoot it to the space. Undergrounded in the center, right? They can control it. They can control everything. They can get the data from the space easily, right? So from this experience, we start to know NS Winners is not just a surveillance tool. I mean, NS platform, right? It's not just a surveillance tool, right? It can be something to support your production, So, the same boss, he has another company, right? They use NSWS to support the production, right? To make their product like better, right? Instead of surveillance, right? So what is Evos? Evos is the whole full name is Enterprise Video Operating System, right? I'm sure some IT people will argue with me. Okay, NS Windows is not the operating system. Evos is not an operating system, right? I know, but our idea is we want that when people think about, oh, I want the advanced video application, let's say AI or something, right? They will think about NX, right? In NX, we have a lot of developers, right? We have a lot of ecosystem partners. They have AI, they have everything, right? So if you choose NX, you can have all of them, right? So let's say this is kind of an ecosystem for developers. right? They choose NX because it's easy for them to integrate their solution with us, right? To become a full pack of video application, right? And also we have a lot of existing customers in the world right now, right? More than 4 million channels of customers in the world right now. So for them, they choose to integrate with NX. They have those potential opportunity to sell their solutions, right? For our customers, because we have a lot of technical partners, solution partners, right? Once they choose us, they have those opportunity. Sorry, they have those possibility to use, right? Let's say they choose NS, suddenly they need face recognition. They can easily find one, right? Find the face recognition partner from NS ecosystem, and then they can use it to become a full pack of video application. All right. Okay. Was Chroma clear? Sorry. All right. So in the NS Evos, right, we have an NS toolkit. NS toolkit, right? It contains a lot of let's say SDK API for you to develop all your system. All right. If you are interested in it, feel free to visit our website. We have a lot of information there. Right here, I want to introduce the those are all the toolkit that you can find in our website. Our website, right? Feel free to take a look. Here, I want to emphasize the coming MS AI Manager, right? Not this year, probably next year, Q3, Q2, right? The AI Manager is to solve some main challenge that the AI industrial has, right? Right now, I get the let's say feedback from our partners, right? They always consider, okay, Andy, I want the AI, but when I choose the AI partner, it's always like, okay, this AI can work only for Windows. This AI only work on Linux. This AI needs the GPU. This AI need the high-low, the AI accelerator or something, right? Or I want to use the in-camera AI and no AI that I feel satisfied with, right? And also, even they find an AI, the installation is not easy, right? The installation of an AI usually is not so easy. And that's why the AI company usually they sell you a box, right? They sell you the box to simplify the installation. You don't need to do that, right? And okay, eventually when they find an AI partners, they want to integrate it with the NS winners, and there's another job, right? The AI partner may not be able to integrate with the NX because they are not familiar with VMS. They don't know how to do, right? And they have a lot of challenge to find an AI to run with the VMS, right? So the AI manager is here to solve a problem. So for the AI manager, we can easily to run your AI together with the NX server, or for more detail, it should be the your AI will run on the AI manager, and then AI manager will run on the NX server together. All right. So how to do that? How do you do that? When you have your own AI, you train the AI. Okay. So start from training. Start from training. If you are familiar with AI, you may see that nowadays there are more and more AI trainer on the internet, right? For example, this one, physical machine. This is from Google, right? You can see that with Google, right? So this is a training tool for free for you to train your own AI, right? So for example, here, you can put some classes here. Let's say, oh, I want to train the Ye, right? You just simply have a webcam and put your finger as a Ye here, right? And hold your bucket here. And you can see the snapshot keep running, right? Snapshot, right? It's like you teach the kid, okay, this is Ye, kid, right? And okay, after the year, you can do the samba, right? You can teach the kid, teach the AI, okay, this is a samba, right? The same. Move your finger, right? Samba. And don't do that, right? You teach your kid, this is samba. Don't do that. Don't teach him like this is sum up as well. This is not, right? If you do that, your kid will say, okay, dad, sum up, right? Something like that. So it's very important you give the clear information, the correct information to the AI, right? And then that you give a none, right? Is a not year and the not sum up, right? So let's say you just do nothing, right? Or you give something not year and not sum up, for example, 5, right? 4, something, right? Just to optimize your AI, right? Like those are not sum up, like this is not sum up, not year as well, something like that. And after you finish up your pause, right? The picture, click change model, and then you can have this one. Close this one. And then you can have this one. This one is so-called the result, the model, right? After you train it, right? And then you can double check the training is good or not. The AI model is good or not. Like I give a thumb up, right? You show you, okay, 100% this is a thumb. And I give a year, right? Okay, 100% this is a year, something like that, right? So for an AI company, the challenge just start, just begin. Okay, when you have an AI model, to train an AI model is not difficult, right? When you have an AI model, what's the next? You need to program your application, right? You need to write your software to use this AI model. Okay, so the challenge is from here, right? So what we think is you don't really need to do that. You don't really need to do that, right? You just use the index winners, this tool, this index winners to run your AI, right? So after you get your AI model, the second step is upload to NX. Upload to NX, right? So you may think, okay, how NX can, let's say, recognize my AI, right? So in AI industrial, there is actually one standard. We call it ONNX, 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 right? So any AI can transfer, let's say, convert into ONNX, right? And once you convert to ONNX, you can upload to NX. The second step, upload to NX, right? So this is the NX models, let's say model platform, all right? You can add the new model here, right? No matter you train from teachable machine or XImPulse or TensorFlow or something, or you convert your model to ONNX already, right? You can click here to upload your AI model to NX. Once you upload here, you can see it. Like this one is an AI. This one is the one I trained, right? Thumb up and the year, right? And there are some poker, right? Dice or something. Let's say you can feel free to change your own model and upload to NS Cloud, right? And then you can, the third one is to deploy your AI together with the AI manager to the NX server. All right. So it may be like this one. Like I choose the server, right? And I click this server. Inside this server, I have one AI already, right? I can add another model. Let's say I want to add this one, thumb up and year. I just click use this model. And then we can deploy this model into that server by just one click. Very easy, very easy. All right. And after you do that, it's done, right? Your AI model together with the AI manager will be deployed onto an NX server and run together, right? So let me share with you how it looks like. So for example, I upload my AI manager. I deploy the AI manager together with a face locator to the server, right? And then I click the server, and you can see the face locator is running together with the lab camera in the server. And that camera is actually a BWC body worn camera. So I just want to share with you, okay? The video source actually is from body worn camera. And we can run AI on it, okay? And the second, I want to share with you, I deploy AI Manager together with AT object detector and the thumb up and the year detector, right? Those are some objects that we can recognize, right? And then, okay, we deploy it to that server, and the cameras from that server can run the AI, right? So you can see this is a person, right? And we can recognize this cell phone, right? Cell phone and the AT objects, right? So something like a remote controller or a chair, desk, mouse, keyboard, or something, right? I show you the remote control, right? And the chair, right? And also in this server, I just connect a webcam to that server, so you can see that the video resource is actually a webcam. So it's kind of I run AI on webcam, right? The idea is like that, right? But actually it's not. We run the AI on the server, but I just connect the webcam with that server, right? And also, let me pause here. I'll try to show you how interactive you can do in the NX server with your AI and the AI manager, right? As I say, I train the model about somehow in the year, right? Right here, I will do like when I show the somehow, the AI recognize it and then trigger the fan with the light running. Okay, so I just show you the fan, I show you the thumb up, right? And then the fan, the light just run. All right. So think about that. You will have many ideas to run your AI and to interact with your existing system, with your existing, let's say, IO, right? Let's say when I show thumb up, the door open, right? Or I show yeah, the air condition working, something like that, right? So this is what we want to do. This is what we want to do. We want to make the AI everywhere, right? Since we say that NX is very lightweight, right? We can put now NX inside anywhere, even inside the camera. So next step, we want to put AI into all the devices as well, right? So this is how the ideas comes out. We want to do the AI manager together with the NS Wellness, NS, there's an enterprise, right? To any, let's say, hardware devices, something. So in the future, we will enhance our, let's say, model store, right? Let's say right now at this moment when we release the AI manager, if you subscribe the AI manager, you can do your own AI training to use your own AI with the NX system, right? In the future, our goal is probably we will have some, let's say, like a marketplace, right? You can run some, you can upload your model, I don't know, for free or you charge, and this probably this will become stores, right? So you don't really need to train your own AI. You don't really need to go to the internet to Google the AI. You just come here. Just like for Android, they have a Play Store, right? For Apple, they have an Apple Store, right? Just find your app here, find your AI model here, and then you can use it easily with your NX system, right? So this is our goal. We try to do that. Okay, my 1 hour is finished. Always like that. How much? Okay, any questions? Any questions? Let me reply some questions existing in the Q&A here. Okay, Andy, let me check. With NS embedded on VCA cameras, is there a roadmap for integrate with the other brands? All right. For the in-camera NS winners, right? Right now, as you know, we have a VCA, right? And also, actually, we integrate with ASUS, VivoTech, yeah. But it should be them to announce that, right? Before that, we cannot just announce that, right? And also, yes, we actually we have all the in uh, uh, we have a guideline, right, for how to do that on our website actually. So anyone is, if you are interested in put NS into your camera or let's say your system, feel free to reach us, right? We will guide you how to do. Officially, right now we think we have only VCA announced as our embedded NS winners camera, right? I heard Milestone will do that as well, right? But officially, I didn't get any information from them, right? So yeah, if you are talking about the Milestone, feel free to reach them and to get the roadmap from them, right? Let's say we don't do that. We don't put NS winners into the Milestone camera. It's them to do that. They work with our team to do that, right? So feel free to reach them out for more information. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Any questions? Right. So let's say you may hear subscription everywhere, right? All the let's not say competitors, all the friend brands, right? They have their own SaaS, they have their own solutions for subscription, right? All we want to do is not the same with them, right? We want to do something super, right? Let's say MS Cloud. Definitely, absolutely is something that the others they don't have, right? So based on the NS Cloud, right, we can put NS everywhere. We can easily reach the NS server easily, right? So our subscription will be something quite different with them, right? Let's say some SaaS solution is kind of a house, right? If you do the business, you kind of you rent the house from them and you rent to your customers. What we are doing is we have a simple house. You have a simple house from NX. You can decorate it, right? Put more solutions together with it. We don't limit your solution, right? You get the VMS from me, from NX. Right? You can put more solutions together to make it super, to make it special, right? To make it become your own solution. And then you can rent it, right, with a subscription model to your customers. That's what we want. We want our partners to have different solutions, right? Okay. Okay. MS AI Manager can support one model with many objects. Yet, once you deploy the model together with the AI Manager, your server, right? You can do multiple. Let's say you can deploy 10 functions, 10 AI into one server, right? And you can enable the camera with the AI Manager to run multiple AI together. Okay, so how we charge is by camera. Let's say even you put 10 AI into one NX server, and then you enable one camera with the AI manager to run 10 AI models. We still charge one AI manager, okay, by channels, by channels. All right. Can our current license on hand? Yep. Wait a minute. Let me make it bigger. Manager. Can our current license on hand, which is not deployed with automatic? Yes. Here, when I talk about generation 6, that means your current system, current NX system can upgrade to the Gen 6, right? And you will be Gen 6 professional with a perpetual license, right? And of course, if you want to subscribe to the enterprise version, feel free to talk our channel partner later, right? Or talk to me if you want to be the channel partner, right? Your current site will become the enterprise, right? And your current license key will will make you credit, right? To make some months or 1 year, I don't know, not yet, right? To make your current license key to be a part of subscription license. All right. So what we will not do is to run your perpetual license together with the enterprise service, right? This should be separate. This should be separate, right? And you can switch your perpetual software into the subscription one, but not run together. All right. For more information, feel free to reach to me. Let me know. Let me put my email here, right? For more information, if you want to know about the enterprise, how it works, how we charge the license key, reach me and we can discuss. All right. Any idea when? Okay. Right now it's still beta. Right. Let's say is a release candidate already. We will release the Gen 6. I think September or October, at the end of Q3 or the beginning of Q4. Anyway, soon this year. Soon this year, right? So we will announce our Gen 6 and also the NS Enterprise. Okay. All right. Can we start to plot the REST ALPR and REST Genesis on? Yes. Right now, if you have your own existing solutions, let's say the ALPR system, right? You can feel free to run with NS Pro or the NS Enterprise, right? It doesn't matter, right? But for the AI Manager, because it's not released yet, right? So we need to wait for it released, and then we can discuss how to run your AI together with the AI Manager. Okay, so right now you can run your solution, the AI solution, the LPR or face recognition together with NS Windows, no problem. Pro or Enterprise. All right. For the NS map, so we have been moving our system like a bus. Yes, for the current version of the NS map, we cannot do that, right? The camera icon is fixed, right? But we are developing on it. We are working on it. In the future, our new NS map will be able to show the moving object, which is like a dash cam, body worn camera, right? When your camera is moving, the security guards moving, the vehicle is moving, right? In the map, on the map, you will see your icons moving as well. All right, for new version. All right. Do you limit AI partner to upload AI model onto AI platform, or anyone to do that? Yes. Just as I say, right now, at the current stage, our AI, I mean the AI model platform is for mainly for you to upload your own AI and for you to use your own AI together with NX, right? In the future, we are planning to have it to make it become a store, to become a marketplace, right? So all of our AI partners, they may be able to upload the AI, maybe put a price, right, onto our AI model store, something like that, right? And for users to choose, right? Easier to choose, right? And what's the benefit? That once they upload the AI onto our, let's say, model store, right? They can easily deploy the AI into different platform, let's say, right? So the only limitation is never a limitation for us in the AI Manager. All right. Do you have any document to pass our existing enterprise customer to convert them to a subscription? Okay. Just as I say, right? We are still waiting the official release of enterprise and the Gen 6, right? Once we release that, right? Let's say the price table, or let's say how to switch your current station to the NX Enterprise. All the information will come out later, right? So please keep in touch. Please keep in touch. You can send me the email, right? And when we have new information, we will announce that on social media, on our website, and of course, I can share with you, right? Just reach me out, all right? Any other questions? All right, and this is my email, right? So if you have any questions or you have any ideas, right, feel free to reach me, right, to talk to me, and I will introduce you to our our colleagues, right? Let's say if in Vietnam, Philippines, Indonesia, we have a separate sales manager, right, regional manager to service you in local, right? So if you have any question, just reach me out and I will forward you to our colleagues to help you. Okay. So if there's no question, and we will end the session here. All right. We hope the AI Manager can be a great idea for you to think more. No matter you are working on the surveillance or on IT, data center or the telecom, right? The AI eventually will become some good tool, the better tool for you to use it with your current job, right? And we try to leverage the AI together with all the hardware, all our systems to run together, right? So feel free to think about that, how AI can help, right, in your business, right? And we will help you to run the AI together with that as well. All right. So if there's no question, we finish here. Thank you for joining and have a nice day. Have a nice evening. Bye bye. Okay, I'm going to click end the webinar. Bye bye.